Hey everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So last time out we started off, we did pretty much all the side quests. We've just got one more to go through. And so that's what we're doing in this part. We're finishing off with the last side quest of the game, where we have to get Karen's iPhone strap back because it kind of got lost in the Eclipse somehow. So basically, this one's really easy. Basically, just gets to the boss of the dungeon of the Eclipse, and kick his ass. It's really not hard at all. It's the boss is really pathetically weak. It's just basically a slightly stronger enemy, really. 1x strike, and down goes the bitch. So yeah, that's our side quest done. And then we've also got and so in this part we're also going to be doing all the friendship episodes, or we'll be doing the majority of them and finishing off the last couple, I think, next in the next part. But let's grab some shit. Thank you. And there you go. We're done. Nice and easy. And I can just exit and just talk to her again. Here's your Z phone strap, Karen. About that. Where did you find... please don't do that. Alright, so there we go. 100% done. So that's all of the side quests done for Chapter 6. Just going to gems, and our virtue has risen again. But yeah, so now it's just... all we've got to do now is basically go through the... go through the friendship episodes, which is not going to take, which is, we've got a lot to go through. I think that we've got 8 things. What are they called? We've got 8 shards, affinity shards. There you go. I can never remember the names in this fucking game. But yeah, we've got 8 affinity shards, so we've got 8 friendship episodes for us to go through. So let's get going. So basically, talking to Asuka first. Basically, this one is only becomes available after you've done the first kind of... I guess it's not an optional eclipse. It's basically Asuka earlier in the chapter calls you about an eclipse and asks you to go sort it out as one of the side quests. And basically, you can't do Asuka's... you can't do Asuka's friendship episode until you've completed that Eclipse side quest. So yeah, get it out of the way first, and then you can get on with this. Better to get all the side quests out of the way and then do the friendship episodes later. So yeah, basically with Asuka's here, it's basically that she's been off doing Eclipse stuff by herself. Sorry. And so she's kind of injured herself, so Ko wants her to go to the nurse's office to kind of get patched up and stuff like that. And so we have a nice little bonding moment between Ko and Asuka, where she kind of talks about sorry, my fucking throat. Where she kind of talks about how, she used to get this stuff, it used to be her parents' job to kind of, deal with her little injuries and stuff when she was little. So yeah. And so we get another little bit of a thing between her and Ko. This isn't so bad having someone looking after her, basically. So yeah, it's basically just a pretty basic, straightforward kind of, just a little bonding moment between Ko and Asuka. It's kind of a nice little thing. And I kind of like how the, when you get out of the friendship episode, you're with Asuka outside of the nurse's office in the school, so I kind of like that little attention to detail. So yeah, now we're meeting up with Sora. Basically, she's training with Ko's Gramps here, and so Ko decides to join in and kind of help out with Sora's practice, and also get a bit of practice in himself. And of course, the mighty Sosuke is too strong for Sora. And so yeah, Breezes tell her, you've improved. You're faster and you're stronger than you were before. Just concentrate on improving your technique. And so I think that's a little nice thing as well, that Ko doesn't start like moaning that he has to get involved with the training. Instead, it's kind of like, yeah, let's do this shit. So yeah, this is another little so with this kind of little thing, I kind of with this story, little side story, the this friendship episode, I kind of like it because it kind of goes back to the kind of feelings that Sora had right at the beginning of the game, like around about chapter 2 and stuff, where she's kind of feeling, what's the thing? Kind of feeling insecure about her feeling feeling that she's hit a limit, like the lack of improvement that she's supposed to be getting as a martial artist. She feels as if she's kind of hit a wall and isn't really improving as much as she would like. And so it's a nice little callback to the fact that she kind of felt this way a little bit during the second chapter of the game. So it's kind of nice to see that she has improved, but she still has those same kind of insecurities. That they're still in there, gnawing away at her a little bit, and everything hasn't been magically fixed, which I kind of like. And so Ko kind of tells her, look, as you keep going, as you keep getting stronger, your improvement is going to be, getting less and less and less. It's just all about keep working hard and doing your best. And, she's kind of feeling like she can't, she's beating everybody in the karate club easily, but she can't touch Sosuke, so that's why she's kind of feeling as if she isn't improving all that much. But Ko is the one to kind of tell her, you are improving. It's just not going to be as seismic and as noticeable as before. Just keep working, and you'll get better in the end. So I kind of like that. Anyway, now we're meeting up with Shiho and his Shio? Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Shio and his gorgeous motorbike. Which again, kind of interesting, really. Because I look at its design, and basically this is just a repurposing of the motorbike model which they used in the first two Trails of Cold Steel games, so it's kind of interesting in that regard. But yeah, so Shio's kind of got his bike out and is taking it out for a spin, and we want to go with him because teenager wanting to get on the back of a motorbike and kind of get a bit of excitement going, and so he kind of wants to get yeah, my brain is not working, kind of wants to get his license now. And so yeah, we go into a bit of a detail here that basically Aki was actually the one out of Blaze who was really into his motorbikes and kind of got Shio into it, and that him and Shio and Kazuma would kind of tell him to be careful on those things. Now look at what he's doing now. So damn it, These are guys from Chaos. So yeah, they're the biggest gang in the city who were responsible for Kazuma's death, and also they were the guys who Aki and the Blaze were going after in chapter, I think in chapter 4. They were going after him. So again, that's something that I like about this game. It kind of keeps bringing back old kind of elements of old chapters brought into the future, you know, kind of thing. So it's never completely kind of sorted out. It's always kind of showing its face again from time to time, which I kind of like. And so yeah. Sorry. So yeah, Shio's basically saying, yeah, you think you're so hot shit, Chaos? I'm gonna deal with you my fucking self. Kick your ass, motherfucker. And so yeah, Shio doesn't want doesn't want Ko to tell the others about it. So he doesn't want, you know, everybody else to just worry over nothing. He just says, let me deal with this for now. Fair enough. And again, I kind of like that. That's a continuation from Shio's story in chapter 4, where it's kind of like, yeah, I'll let you do it, but remember, you know, you're not 100% alone in this shit, man. I'll be there for you whenever you need it, kind of thing. Which again is kind of continuation of Shio's personal story, which I kind of like. Anyway, time to talk to Yuki now. And he's being suspicious, the little fuck. So let's hang out with him, shall we? And see what he's got to say for himself. So what have you got to say, buddy? What's going on? Seriously, yeah. Dude, it's our main character trait. Don't take it away from us. If you take it away from us, then, you know, what have we got left? So, yeah, apparently Yuki is keeping an eye on his sister. Owie. So he thinks that... So what's going on? Shall we see what's going on? Oops. Find out what the fuck he's doing. So yeah. Basically, Awie's a boyfriend, and Yuki is kind of nervous about it. He's kind of concerned. You hacked into a computer, yeah. I know you're feeling, you know, you want to make sure that she's dating the right kind of guy, but you know, there's things you do and things you don't. So, and I like how Yuki is kind of, you know, I like how Yuki is kind of the one to kind of be proactive and kind of drag Ko along this time, rather than, you know, because usually it's the other way around, Ko kind of dragging Yuki and the others into everything. So I kind of like the fact that Yuki is the one being actually to bring Ko along and kind of drag him along and go along with what he wants this time. And so Yuki's kind of he's kind of worried because basically he's worried that his sister has always been a kind of trouble magnet, and he's kind of concerned that basically this guy's just trying to hurt her again, so he wants to find out what the fuck's going on. And Ko finds something. There's a Z phone number on it. So what the fuck's going on here? And Yuki knows what's going on instantly. What a... But again, this is something which I kind of like. It's a bit of character development for Yuki, where he's, you know, before he was kind of like... he didn't really want to kind of show off his emotions and feelings towards his sister quite so openly to other people, you know? And now here he's kind of like quite happy to be like, yeah, I'm worried about it. I need to make sure that she's okay. Yeah, so basically he isn't the boyfriend, he's basically a guy who deals with art, apparently. What? A con artist selling fake art to area museums, so yeah. I like that from Yuki there. This guy's a lying douchebag. And, museums that got screwed by you. There you go. A police car? Oh yeah, I like this from Yuki that he's like, oh yeah, we've already passed all your information on to the cops. You're gonna be fucked now, dude. See you later. that was a bit Scooby-Doo. You know, I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. Yep, time to go. Defeat, you know, we've saved Aoi from being conned by that asshole. I like this as well. It has to go back to the status quo in the end. Yuki being a bit tsundere and all that. And there we go. Yay, Yuki's now at max rank at level 6, which is really useful. Okay, so next we're heading to Across Tower. Is it Across or Across? Arcos or Across? I can't remember. Across Tower, there you go. I remember now, because I read it. So we're meeting up with Mitsuki, because she's kind of doing a lot of fucking work. Because I think they said her father's kind of busy. The head of the Hokuto group is busy, and also Kyoko, who she kind of gets help from, is busy with helping stuff to do with the director and stuff. So she's kind of lumped with the grunt work of looking around the major businesses of Across Tower. And we're heading up to the viewing platform. Okay. And Ko is knackered. Yeah, so many floors. So many floors to go through. So, yeah. Mitsuki doing all the work once again. And that's what she wants to do, I guess, so. So yeah. But at the time, yeah, so we go into a bit of backstory now about Mitsuki, that basically she started off as kind of an apprentice because of her family's connections to Zodiac and stuff like that. And so that was kind of how she got into this, and it also tells us how Kyoko kind of became a part of the family. You know, how she, you know, helped her in her Zodiac work a lot. And something else which is kind of interesting, basically that her family also got caught up in the event which happened 10 years ago, which is, by the way, it's one of those things which is always happens in these kinds of stories, where, you know, all the members of the party are kind of involved in this one major incident. So yeah, I think it was the parents ended up getting caught up and dying in the disaster. And so that's why she's always been with her grandfather and with Kyoko. And so that's why she's always working so hard, kind of a way to thank them for all the work that they did in helping her after what happened to her parents all those years ago, and kind of almost raising her in a way. So yeah. Anyway, we're done with Mitsuki now. So now we're going to be heading off with... so now it's time to have a chat with Mr. Goro. And basically, his is a bit of a weird one. Basically, his watch is busted. It's a kind of a rare watch, kind of an old watch. So he needs to try and find a new bezel for it in order to, in order to fix it. And again, this kind of plays into what happened a couple of side chapters ago, where he was busy kind of walking in the woods and kind of hiking, and got to the hot springs that everybody was staying in that way. And on this trip back, basically he damaged his watch. So I kind of like that but it's nice that it kind of plays into again what's happened in previous chapters, which is kind of nice. So yeah, the thing's knackered, and basically she doesn't have anything. This woman doesn't have the necessary part to kind of fix the watch. And Koa's kind of like, you really like that watch, don't you? It means something to you, so why don't you just... You've got to keep going, you've got to keep trying to gather information on where you can find the bezel from. But yeah, apparently Yukino knew something, and Mr. Yanagi has the shiny new watch bezel. So nice. We've actually been able to find the new model. Sorry, we've been able to find the spare part. Which does make sense as to why Mr. Yanagi would have it, because he does run a sports shop, and that's kind of like a hiking watch, so I suppose he would keep stuff like that. It does kind of make sense, a little bit. You can justify it at the very least. And it fits perfectly. And again, this is weird, why they decided now to go for... why now they decided to have voice acting for Mr. Goro, I have no fucking clue. So, yeah. Tokyo Xanadu is a bit weird with that. I don't know, I think it would have been better if they'd done voice acting for all of it, but, I guess it was just not possible. Whatever. But they do put voice acting in the weirdest places, and omit it in the weirdest places, you know what I mean? Oh, and Mr. Goro is now at rank 5. I wonder if he's going to be a part of the party later on. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So I'll see you next time, when we will be finishing off the friendship episodes, and we will be continuing the story. So join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. See you next time.